Hello everyone. So I've developed this habit that when every time I'm going to sleep, I start to pleasure myself. Okay, I know it's kind of gross. Um, but while I oh fuck, you did not hear that. You did not just hear my voice crack. Anyways, while I will, make myself feel a bit more happy, I will use my imagination and stuff, and then I would think about certain things. Um, I can't remember when I got this idea, but oh my gosh, is it good? Like, I get so many ideas when I am doing this at night because I have no phone to use it, to look at something. I have no tablets at all to look at anything. Like, everything's off, everything's packed for the day. I have to make myself feel happy, and um, to make myself feel happy, I use my imagination, and sometimes I think certain things that, could be a good idea at the end of the day, like so many wonderful, cute things, so many sexy things, so many lesbian things, actually. Like, oh my gosh, the amount of lesbian stuff is so astonishing. Actually, I'm just gonna use these ideas for just movies and stuff, animated movies, romantic animated movies. How does that sound? Like, I'm not gonna let an idea go to waste, cause it's so pointless to let that happen. Um, I have to write it down. I have to write all of these ideas down. I never did. I will start. So, anyways, I just want to say that this brand that I'm creating with all of my ideas in this big story universe, um, I was gonna say this. I think it's good to say this right now because it gives people the idea of what type of brand we are. First and foremost, the brand is for entertaining purposes only. I see a lot of brands and, a lot of product companies always somehow become political and stuff, or they say something so controversial and stuff. It's like, you're not there to preach to us, like individually, people from your brand can, but when you speak on behalf of the brand, or you say this is what the brand says altogether, then you know, divide your audience. And I think when it comes to my brand, we are only here to entertain. We're not here to, say which political uh, side is better than the other. Um, Personally, I can say that, but when it comes to the brand, I cannot speak for the brand. The brand should not take any political sides. We're just here to entertain. Um, you know, that's just what the brand is for. Entertaining purposes. Like, sometimes I would create stuff not for the brand, just for my own purposes. Then, then I can do whatever I want with that thing. People can talk about it, whatever. They can say that's political or whatever, but when it comes to the brand, we're not being this political thing. We are not being so political. We don't care about it when it comes to the brand. The brand's motto should be, uh, just entertain. Just entertain the fans. That's just it. Because we're not here to preach to people. Like, personally, I don't like being preached at, okay? When people preach to me all the time in real life, it's like, please just stop, I think this is why I have difficulties learning from other people, because, I don't know, I just don't like it altogether, but, when it comes to people in real life and they say all this stuff, it's like, whatever. Especially when it comes to, um, politics as well. I don't want someone to preach to me what's going on. Like, we all know my personal stance. I don't have to explain it. Um, but as the brand grows and becomes, big, I don't want to take these weird political stance on anything. I mean, the brand should not take the stance on anything. We're just here to entertain. Um, a lot of people forget that, brands are just there to, are just a company or something like that. It's not something where it's something like, that every brand has to freaking take some political side, which is so freaking crap because that's just a dumb thing to even say. Like, brands should not be doing that. They lose their core audience, they divide their core audience, and it becomes so trashy at the end of the day. Um, and sometimes the brand might be happy with that, but their pockets might be a bit low. You know what I mean? They might say all this stuff, and then the brand might end up dying and stuff like that. Now, I don't know what's up with this weird, what do you call it? This freaking weird way of everyone these days becoming so political. It's like, dude, calm down. Okay, not everything has to be so political. Okay, some stuff can just be whatever, not political. Just leave politics out of it. But people will still throw political stuff in their brand. Or they'll say, you're not allowed to see this because you're in this side or that side or whatever. That's not the case when it comes to the brand that I'm creating, because I am not here to preach about politics in my brand. That just need to be said. Um, like, if I say anything, it's anything political, it's on my own behalf, not the brand. I don't speak for the brand when it comes to politics, because brands should not have political sides. Brands should not have a choice of political sides, depending on what brand it is. If it's just a entertainment brand, they should not, choose sides when it comes to this, because they just there to entertain. Do your thing and just entertain. That is it. Anyways, going back to what I was gonna say, um, many people in the future could accuse my brand of being so what's the word, um right wing. Like, that's not the case. I just want to prove that wrong, because first and foremost, um no politics. You don't in just because, okay, people might think that since I'm right wing, the brand is right wing and stuff like that. Or let's just say in the future, majority of my fans lean to the right, or whatever side. Okay, I'm just saying. You know, um, where is this going? Honestly, okay, let's just wrap it up quick. I don't like making long videos. I really hate that, because I know I sometimes bore everyone. So let's just not make this so boring. Okay, boring things suck. I'm not boring. Okay, I'm fun. uh, so now the thing is that people can claim that just because I work with the brand that I created. I work with my own brand, but in reality, I don't put these little things in the brand because it's not meant for the brand. You know what I mean? Like, um, if I draw something, just a random character or something like that, and it has nothing to do with my brand, I'll point it out because I want people to know that and not mix the two up. Anyways, people can't really claim that. I mean, okay, people won't be able to claim that so much because it's very weird to explain this, but okay, my brand, Matic 18. I'm just gonna call it Matic 18. Matic 18 Animation Studios. We've had this name for a long time. Actually, I got this name from my brother. He recommended this random name for a clan in Clash of Clans. Like, I needed a good name, and he just gave me this name. So let's just use this name. So in Matic 18, a lot of movies, visual novels, games, a lot of characters, majority of them are going to be more you are going to see more lesbian characters. And the thing is that, you know, I like it this way. I'm not ashamed to say it, but I like it this way. I think it's cool. I want to make cool stories uh, with these characters, and I just don't want to make them about boring social issues and stuff like that, because it's a fantasy world. It should be about fantasy and stuff, and you know the character's individual personality and stuff. You know. Um, oh wow, 10 freaking minutes. What the frick am I talking about? Get to the point, Lorato. Look, I, I'm just saying that anyone can't accuse me of, you know, doing this stuff altogether, because, you know, a lot of the stuff that I create is just full on stuff that, you know, it's kind of against, um, it's kind of against, let's just say, okay, where is this going? Where is this going? Where is this video going? Um, it is like somewhat against like the rights if you think about it, because um, once again, we're not taking any political sides. I'm just trying to say that you know, people can't really claim that or anything like that. You know, they can't claim this brand is a right-wing site or a right-wing brand or some kind of far-right brand, because if someone sees the amounts of lesbian stuff we make, it'll be insane, because people won't believe that. You know, many people on the right. I don't know if I'm speaking. I don't want to speak for everyone, but a lot of people in the right, I guess. I'm just gonna say a lot. I don't know, but you know, majority, I guess, because I'm focusing on the right altogether in the entire world, not just Western countries, like, you know, conservative religions and stuff, you know, like Islam and stuff. I'm bringing them in because, you know, I'm just gonna have them in, because the ideologies is somewhat right wing, so let's just bring them in. If people say that's right wing, my stuff is right wing. They gotta be a bit more, a bit more screwy, because you know, compared to what the majority of the right says, and compared this brand, it's totally different. You know, like it cannot even swing right. You know, it doesn't even swing left. You know, we're not swinging any side. We're just making videos, animated videos. I think it's cool to make these kind of stuff, because these romantic stuff, honestly, I just like it, I guess. Maybe some of them are just part of my fantasies, so you know, a lot of these romantic stuff will be cool. Anyways, I'm gonna eat the sour worm sweet and just end this video now. I'm talking way too long. To summarize this video, let's just say, first off, I had fantasies, which led me to talk about the entire issue with my brand. Not the entire issue, like the issues I see in brands these days, you know, taking political sides. We're not going to do that, and people can't really accuse us of anything, accuse the brand of, you know, being far right or alt-right, or you know, it can't be far right. I mean, if you look at what the far right does, or you know, let's just say majority of the right, like it's so different, because like, you know, there's a lot of lesbian stuff, and a few transgender stuff. So not everything is gonna be about that, but a lot of movies, visual novels, and animated shots will be about these type of stuff. So, you know, I can't say majority or any of the main stuff I'll create, because I mean the main stuff, there will be characters who are lesbian and transsexual, but you know, like most of the romantic stuff is going to be about lesbian love. So you know, it can't really be far right or right wing at that point. So I'm just trying to point that out there, because you know, I'm just saying that's for the future, because people will be throwing at this, you know, throwing throwing all of this bad stuff at me because, I create a few things. Because I have a lot of weird stuff to create, not just about romantic stuff, a lot of violence and weird stuff. You will see in the future. Anyway, sorry about my voice. I have not warmed up my voice. Wow. Bye. Oh my gosh, this is so sour. Ah, frick. Why can't I buy something nice to eat? Ah.